In the midnight of 18th March at around 1 am, I received an update email from IRCC. My study permit was approved and I was asked to send my passport for the visa stamping. At the time of shooting this video, I've applied for the two-way courier service from Blue Dart and I'm currently awaiting the pickup of my passport. To give you some context around it, let me share my entire visa application timeline with you. But first of all, do keep in mind that I deferred my admit from last year to this year. So this year I had a lot more idea about the entire application process, which allowed me to apply early. Before I even submitted my visa application, I went for an upfront medical exam on 26th of February. And I did this so that medical doesn't take any extra time after submitting the visa application. I would also advise you to give your medical exams upfront to prevent bottlenecks in your visa application process. And I've already made a detailed video on the medical exam, which you can find in the description below. I submitted my visa application on 3rd March, and this was done right after I was able to arrange all of the documents that were required for the visa application process. After you submit your visa application, you will receive your biometric instruction letter, which is also known as BIL. So this BIL is required in order to book an appointment for biometric at a VFS center. Using the BIL or biometric instruction letter, I booked an appointment for 9th March at VFS Kolkata, and my biometric got reflected on the IRCC portal the very same day. And I don't know when my medical got updated, but when I checked for my biometric updation, I found that my medical was also updated on the portal. So I can say that both my medical and biometric got updated on 9th March, which basically means that my entire visa application is now complete. So there is no action required from my end, and the eternal wait for the visa approval now begins. Historically, it takes 2 to 3 months for study visas to get approved or rejected, but this year, or at least at this moment, I can say that study visas are getting approved within 10 days after completion. And I'm able to say that because I'm not the only one who applied. There were 2 other friends who applied alongside me, so we all applied around at the same timeline, and all of us got our study visas accepted within 10 days. By the way, if you're finding value out of this video, kindly press the like button and subscribe to the channel. It helps my videos reach more people and motivates me to keep making videos like this. I was curious about such fast visa processing times, so I did a bit of digging on the internet and found that the number of student visa applications have increased to almost twice the count from last year. Also, due to COVID, there's a huge backlog of student visa applications and it is virtually impossible to process them manually. So the Immigration Department of Canada, called IRCC, has started using an AI-based application called Chinook to bring down the visa processing time, which will also help in clearing the backlog. IRCC hasn't really disclosed much about Chinook, but based on what I found on the internet, visa applications are being processed in batches of thousands, mostly in the order of their completion. Do remember that a student visa application is considered complete only if the medical and biometric have been updated on the IRCC portal. So the 1,000 completed applications are first passed through Chinook, which summarizes them, highlights certain keywords and categorizes them into low and high risk applications. After that, the visa officer goes through each application summary one by one and makes the final decision. Do keep in mind that Chinook is not responsible for making the final decision. It is the responsibility of the visa officer. Chinook is just a summarization tool. The full detailed application is also available to the visa officer in case they are not satisfied with the summary. So this manual decision making for the entire batch happens for about 3 to 4 days, after which a new batch of 1,000 applications is fetched again. Also, I, along with 2 other friends of mine, completed our study permit applications around the same time, and all 3 of us got our study visas approved within 9 days, even though there is a backlog of about 2 months. So I can say that VSCs are not just clearing the backlogs, but they're also processing new applications. In one of my previous videos, I explained the difference between SDS and non-SDS streams for Canada student visa, and I also explained why non-SDS is a better option. However, during my digging, I found some consultants saying that if you apply through the non-SDS stream, then your student visa is pretty much guaranteed to be rejected. So the students should avoid non-SDS streams at all costs. But that is not true. All three of us applied through the non-SDS streams and got our visas approved even faster than the SDS stream, which claims a visa processing time of 20 days. In my opinion, Chinook is definitely a step in the right direction, bringing down the visa processing time, which was always a concern for Canada. To all of you who have already applied for your study permit or will be applying in the near future, I wish you the very best. That's it for today. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you later.